Hey Aquarius, thank you so much for tuning into your X reading. I hope you're all feeling awesome and are safe no matter where you are in the world. So the X reading is back by popular demand from our beautiful viewers and subscribers. Definitely not a reading for everyone. So if you don't want to know about your ex, then this reading is definitely not for you. I've linked the love readings to this video, so check them out. There might be a reading that better resonates with, or a message I should say, that better resonates with your situation and where you're at on your journey at this time. There are those of you out there though that are still struggling with energy attachments or challenging energies of healing, releasing, letting go. Some of you may want to come back into reconciliation, then this reading is definitely for you. Hopefully you can find some clarity within it today. If you're new to Soul Embers, hi, my name is Andrea. I hope you find a message within this reading that is helpful and you can apply it to your journey and you choose to stick around. I do take personal reading, guys, so if you'd like to reach out for a personal reading because you vibe with my reading style, I'd love to do one for you. My contact details as well as all the other information relating to the channel is in the description box below. So Aquarius, let's have a look and see how this X triggered, or what this X triggered in you that is affecting your life in general, or has affected your view on love in general, right? Let's have a look and see, who am I connecting with? What's the message? Who needs to hear this? How can I be of service to you today, Aquarius? What's going on with Aquarius when it comes to their love life? How has this X affected self-love? When you love yourself, you will attract love into your life. That's so true. We know this, right? How do we know if we're doing it right? How do we know if we're doing it? Some of us may be super aware that we need to place a little bit more of an emphasis on self-love and caring for ourselves and our own well-being, making sure that we're in alignment, our values, our morals are in alignment with our actions, that our actions towards love and life in general and the people that we associate with, they're a direct reflection of those standards and of those boundaries that keep us protected, that keep us safe, and that make sure we put ourselves first, because if we can't put ourselves first, then obviously how are we going to be, how are we going to have all those elements that are needed to reciprocate when we find someone that we feel we can grow an intimate relationship with, or in our life in general. So immediately when I get this card and the feeling that I'm getting for you, Aquarius, those of you that I'm connecting with, I'm kind of getting that distraction is a really good way, distraction through work. Some of you may be really focused on your craft at the moment, your creativity, putting a lot of effort into work and are kicking some amazing goals when it comes to your life in general. And it's almost serving as a distraction from, you know, taking care of some of the business to do with the heart space. Kind of putting it to the side and knowing that you'll pick it up and unpack it when you feel a little bit stronger and more confident within yourself in other areas of your life. Truth is that confidence, I believe, and everyone has an opinion, you know, just because we're confident, it doesn't mean that we are confident in every area. There are areas that we are, you know, may need to further cultivate and work in, that we feel we're really challenged in because of the experiences we've had that have caused some traumas and have caused us to retreat our energy, and we compensate. So that's the kind of feeling that I'm getting for you. And the thing is that when it comes to love and when it comes to this X particularly, I feel there was a selflessness that surrounded you, that when they weren't able to reciprocate, maybe you weren't able to communicate how your standards. Maybe you weren't able to communicate, or you didn't know how to express those standards in a way that didn't, cause them to run off, or didn't cause argument, or didn't cause dysfunction within that relationship. Sorry, I'm just turning the music down a little bit. And so a lot of things were left up for interpretation. A lot of things were, there was a lot of, I'm getting assumption on both ends. And eventually you realize that you need to take your energy back, and you need to be able to work on yourself and apply self-love, so that you can really find ways that you can put those standards up, communicate them effectively, and get your needs met. Because this is what I'm getting. You weren't getting your needs met when it comes to this person. A lot of things were miscommunicated. All right, so let's break this down and let's have a look and see a little bit more how this directly relates to this ex and the impact that they had on your life, Aquarius. So immediately I just get that, the two of you really want to rebuild this. If not you, definitely this ex of yours. They really want to mend it. They really want to look at ways that you guys can co-create and collaborate and work on this in an effective way. And it comes down to communication. That's what I'm feeling. Really impactful and becoming a great communicators, where you feel and they feel deeply understood. You're healing, Aquarius. You're healing from something that happened between this person. I'm getting there was a little bit of traumas that were involved with. There was traumas involved with something that they said or something that they did. This is when you realize that you really had to pull back your energy and protect yourself, protect your heart space, apply self-love, take all that love that you were giving, all your generosity that you were giving them, and putting it back into yourself, and really start to heal and build up that space again, tend to those wounds and nurture them in a way that really allows for the healing process to start. Like I'm literally seeing a wound that, you're tending to as it starts to close up, as it starts to rejuvenate and come back together and reform, cells reform in that area. Like I'm actually seeing it. I'm also getting that it's almost like literally you closed right off, you clammed right up, and you chose to not say a word, not communicate anymore. The red sirens went off. It was time for everything to shut down, power off, so you can tend to yourself, and really put up those boundaries. Really put up those and these boundaries that you put up, they may come across as, you may be coming across as cold, you may be coming across as disconnected, you may be coming across as not caring, but that's hardly the case. What's actually going on the inside of you is turmoil, and you're trying to restore yourself, regenerate. I feel there is still love here, and there is still a possibility for reconciliation if they come in correct. If they come in correct, if they're able to communicate in a way that matches your energy, and if you do, and intuitively feel that it's okay, so you're really following your gut feeling. You know, sometimes we protect ourselves, and the way it comes across is we could be doing that through through withholding emotion, passive aggressiveness, narcissism. The list goes on. That's just, you know, us protecting our wounds. And I'm not saying that you're doing that, but maybe pay attention to what those boundaries are that you're putting in place to protect yourself. Try and have a look at those objectively and see if there's a pattern here that prevents even yourself from penetrating those walls to get to the bottom of what needs to be healed, the core issue that this person triggered, so that you can actually heal it. Because I feel that up until this point, and this point included, you go about distraction and you can't quite get to the depths of those traumas, and they may even be subconscious. Meditation will definitely help. Or if you don't resonate with meditation, frequency music, to really connect with our higher self, connect with our subconscious, and allow those messages to filter through to our conscious, so we can start to explore ways to break through our own boundaries. Because if you can't break through your own boundaries, Aquarius, no one else is going to be able to. You won't feel understood because you don't understand them yourself. You won't feel that intimate sense of deep connection because you don't know how to make that intimate sense of deep connection within you, right? And that's what is at the core of this. This is what this person has triggered in you, that need for self-love. When you love yourself, you will attract love into your life. So I feel there is, you're limited, and the limit comes from you, and therefore what you're attracting is people that aren't able to reciprocate what you truly desire because of that limit, right? You're matching, you're calling in that same type of energy. So let's dig into this and explore it a little bit deeper for you, Aquarius, and see what the deal is. Oh my gosh, it's just too many here. I don't even know what fell where. Okay, so I'm going to take those. There we go. All right. Yeah, okay. You are, you know, so unbelievably nurturing, loving, very pragmatic though. You really believe in building that idea of, you know, love in a safe environment. There needs to be stability. There needs to be consistency. There needs to be continuous growth and progress. And that's how you go about your day-to-day, Aquarius. You know, you're incredibly committed to growth and you're incredibly committed to progress. And when you feel that things aren't progressing in your life, you start to feel unstable and you start to feel like you don't feel grounded. And that's what this is about. And this is something that this person really highlighted in you. I feel at the root of this all, and I'm even feeling like the root chakra might need some work. There may be some blocks there that really need to be worked through and create some flow of energy to go through there. It's about your safety. You know, you may have separated from this person and you feel that they rejected you. You feel that they tapped out of the relationship. They didn't match the energy that was needed to maintain consistent growth within it and to nourish it, to keep it growing, to keep it on its path towards the vision that the two of you shared. You know, you may have even separated and you've moved out, or they've moved out if you were living together. And so now you're left kind of trying to make ends meet or pick up the pieces and carry all that weight. You know, it has not only affected you emotionally as far as your inner stability goes, it's also manifesting in your physical realm. And I feel that it all has to do with that limit that we're talking about. You know, that we've reached our limit and we can't work through that. And how it manifested was in the breakdown of communication with this person and the breakdown of the relationship. And so now you have the opportunity, Spirit wants you to know, now you have the opportunity to really approach this, to really look into it, to not distract yourself and look at the areas of yourself that really do need nurturing, that are a little bit beyond your reach, that you're not aware of, to do that type of work so we can bring it to the surface and really start to work through that, so we can start to feel that stability come back around. So you could be feeling definitely depleted at the moment, really imbalanced. You might be feeling that you need to really hold on to your finances. You're feeling that things are uncertain. It's affecting your self-esteem on how you're going to move forward potentially. And it's causing a sense of insecurity. But one thing's for sure, you know what you want, Aquarius, and you won't stop until you get that. Meanwhile, the ex that you're connecting with, they're really, really burdened and devastated by the breakdown of this relationship. They really want to bring this together. They don't see a future with anyone else other than you. You know, we have choices, we do, but we choose, we make a conscious choice when we know ourselves well enough that we are going to commit to one person, and that's what this person has decided. Yes, there are many people out there. Some may be better, some may not be as better for them, let's say. Some not so, right? What they've decided is that I'm making a conscious choice today that I want to be with Aquarius. I don't want to be with anyone else, and I want to make that effort to bridge the gap in our separation. I want to bring this together. I want to address and rebuild the foundation that we originally built that was rocky, that didn't get us where we needed to go, that caused the ultimate demise of our relationship. Because I feel that my Aquarius is the only one that has got me. You know, they're holding on to each other's hands. I've got your back. We will get through this. That's the type of energy I feel from them. They're feeling very hopeful. They believe in this. They believe in you. And there could be very good reason, you know, because you created such a loving environment for them. So where do they need to take responsibility? I feel they are already burdened and they already know where they need to take responsibility, Aquarius, and they're ready to do that. And now, before we close this reading off and I jump into the message that Spirit has for you as you work through this at this time, if this message resonates and you would like some further clarity, you want to explore the messages specific to your situation and what your choices are, and what will set you on your path with clarity, I'd love to do a personal reading for you. So feel free to reach out. Please do continue to comment, guys. I love reading your comments. I read all of your comments. I wish I had the time to respond to all of them. I simply just don't, but it helps me connect with your energy, and I use that to channel messages for future readings. It also helps me connect with who's on the other side of this camera, and I'm so unbelievably grateful for the beautiful comments you guys leave for me. Thank you so much. I love the community we're building. There's so much love out there. I appreciate each and every one of you for the beautiful comments you leave for me. Thank you. I'm so blessed. All right, guys. So finally, to close this reading off, what the message Spirit has for you is listen to your intuition. This is a beautiful combination of cards. Milk and honey, when the two come together to create the ultimate sweetness, the ultimate fulfillment, the ultimate, next level type of emotional connection, it does exist here, Aquarius. And there is an opportunity for you to bring this back to life with this person. If you do the work that we were talking about, the High Priestess, she stands guard between, what's above and how we process that information. Now, if she lifts the veil and we allow her to let those messages come through, we do the work to allow those messages to come through from our higher self, out of our subconscious into our conscious, we'll be able to work through the limits the areas that we're limited in. Okay, so there is that opportunity to experience this amazing life, juicy love life, and life in general, Aquarius, by resurrecting and remembering which parts of yourself you need access to by doing the work and making that connection. And it's going to bring all this back together if that's something you wanted to do. You might do the work and find that this is not for you, but one thing's for sure, they do think it's for them. You are for them. All right, Aquarius, I hope you found that helpful. As mentioned, please do comment below, and I'll see you for your next lot of readings. Bye.